Hello everyone, my name is Saksham Dixit and this is my channel Pentest Diaries. Today I'll make another video on the same series of Docker and container security, and in this video itself, basically this video is having all the definition, whatever the things we have discussed so far in the entire series itself, a lot of practical things we have seen it, but this is purely be a theory portion. I can say that where I'm just giving all the definition about it. I have already placed this everything into the documents, even the screenshots, even the flow diagram, everything I put it over there in one of the document which I'm showcasing you right away, and then after I'll put it on my GitHub also so that you can get the details about it from there also. Okay, so it might be a boring video, I can say that, as I'll just try to make you understand that, like, if you're looking for a content related to that a theory portion, then in that case definitely like this is one of the video, and if you are a professional, you are aware about such type of thing, there is no need to go through this video itself. This is just for a beginners, or for, I can say that, for those guys who are just trying to learn it, or who are already about to reach to the intermediate level but still they are not having a clear understanding on it. So this with the theory part itself I try to make them understand. So lot of things I'll try to get it covered in this. So first thing which everyone, like, I know that this video I have to make it in the initial phase of first or second video, but at the end of it I'll try to make it so that I don't want to make you like make this video boring in the initial phase itself. Like, if I'll make another video in this theory portion itself with 13 pages or 14 pages, so definitely the people are not interested to see the whole series. So that was the reason behind I'll try to make it cover that in the last phase itself, so that at least the people having an interest in this series itself, when you have done see a lot of things about it, so now it's a bit easy for you to correlate the stuffs about it, as you have seen lot of different technologies to be get integrated with the blockchain. So now it's easy for you to understand like how is it a Docker, what are the different type of component which we are talking about right now. Okay, so I'm not reading this straightforward all the content for you, it will take a lot of time. I don't want to bore you with that thing, but the special content, special things which I just I'm just seeing on the screen itself, I'll try to read that content for you. So at least the headlines I'll just try to read it for you, and few things which I think like I just have to make you understand, then definitely I will give it an idea about it. But till then, whatever the highlights, I just try to read it. So initially, what is Docker itself, that we have understand about it, like we have seen a lot of videos, so we are aware about it, what exactly Docker. Even in the initial phase of the video, like over there itself, I have just explained you about what is Docker itself, but still I'll just try to correlate those stuff once again to be get integrated in this document, so that you have single document with all the details about it. Okay, going further with that, how Dockers work, we are aware about it. We have the practical understanding on the Docker, how exactly it works. So everything we have covered with this. If you're looking for the appropriate content to be get it, where you have to get it mentioned. If anyone asks you in an interview what type of content you have to get it delivered, so this is the actual content which you have to get it delivered. You just have to give it answer from your side. So these are the things which you have to take care of, instead of like with the practical knowledge is one of the thing, but couple of time when a person in the initial phase, when you are interviewing, like when you're going for the interview itself, the people will ask you about, okay, what's your opinion on the Docker itself. So they will looking for the concrete answer, they are looking for a 1 or 2 liner itself, they're not looking for the whole practical stuff about it. You just have to explain, okay, I can pull the images, make that running, then a number of things I can try to get it imported over there. So no one is looking for it, everyone is looking for the straightforward answer. That was the thing I just included over here itself. Key components of the Docker components which we have discussed about it. So Docker engine is one of the component, Docker image is one of the component, Docker container is one of the image components over there itself. And portability is which we have discussed a lot so far. Scalability, isolation is one of the thing. Isolation, I can't say that it's a complete isolation, but the thing is that little bit isolation on a medium level itself. Efficiency is one of the things we are getting a more efficiency as comparison to the VM itself. Application development, application deployment is also one of the things which is favorable for us, like especially for the microservices, we can use it Docker a lot, and even for the application when we are building any application, try to get it deployed on it, and it's a bit easy for us to make that working for us. And even just to restarting is also one of the quick way just to make that thing working, as compared to the VM when you have to restart the whole application, start the service once again. In case of Docker, it's so easy, like you can start the new Docker and you can deploy that application once again on any other Docker also. Microservice architecture, which we have discussed in our last video also, so that is like right now be a suitable one, but in future also like more advanced stuff to be get it coming in the category of the microservices architecture. Continuous integration and the CI/CD pipeline is also one of the things where the Docker is getting utilized, and Docker facilitates the implementation of CI/CD pipelines by providing a consistent environment for building, testing, and deployment that we have discussed in our last video also. So these are the things which even we are expecting it, and even few things are already with there itself which we can utilize it when you're talking about the CI/CD pipeline. So this is the whole component structure for it of the Docker architecture itself, where we can see a Docker client, we are seeing a Docker host, we are seeing a Docker registry itself. In case of registry, we have the Java, Tools, DB, and the Python itself. Like these are the programming languages coming under the category of the registry. We're talking about the Docker host, we can see a daemon, we are seeing the images and the containers over there itself. Now we're talking about the Docker client. In that case, we have these are the commands we can run from the client itself just to have the Docker working for us itself. So these are the things we can use it with the CLI. This is the source point for it from where I'm taking the picture for that reason I'm giving a credit also. If you're talking about the these are the introduction itself once again for it, just to make that you understand about all those sections which we have discussed. Like these are all the components. I'll try to get it cover over here itself with the different sections for it, multiple knowledge stuff, like whatever the preferable stuff which you think like this is one of the statement which is bit easy for me to grasp it, you can go ahead further with it. So multiple ways I'm just trying to get it express my views in this whole document, so that you can get multiple ways to understand that whatever the best way as per your knowledge, as per your understanding, you can take that content forward. Docker CLI is also a component which we have discussed in the screenshot. As per the screenshot, images, Docker REST API itself, which we have to utilize it, Docker file which we have created in our last video itself, and even image layers itself. Different type of image layers is coming over there itself, and the Docker registry itself also one of the thing where we are just trying to make that content. Now the Docker containers and the container lifecycle, container networking, containers volumes, which we have used it at the time of when we are trying to use another containers with a new container generating it. Then at the time we are utilizing a volume. That's also one other thing. Going further with that, Docker clients, if we're talking about the Docker clients introduction phase itself, so Docker clients overview, we are trying to get it covered itself. So I'm not reading the content for you. This is like I think like after seeing almost more than 11 videos, now you are able to understand these things, but still a theory portion I'm providing it for myself, so that you are not having like I have not covered the theory portion. So I'm just providing that content, but I'm not reading that content for you. If you are not able to understand, if you wanted that to be get it read from my side, definitely I will make up another video for you, but right now I'm not doing that. Key features of the Docker client itself, image management itself, that's one of the thing, like whatever the image we are trying to get it, pull it, we are running it, so everything we can see it over there itself with that command is Docker images itself. That's one of the image management over there itself. Volume and the network management is also one of the thing. Docker Compose integration is also one of the thing. Swan mode operations is also one of the thing which is coming under the category of key features of the document client, Docker clients. Now command line interfaces itself. So if we're talking about these are the commands which we have to run it as per our need itself. These are just a few commands which we're talking about, like there are a number of commands which we have it for the Docker. Best practices for the Docker client itself. These are the best practices where we are talking about the use disrupted command line options and the flags to enhance readability, and I can say that of the Docker commands itself. That's one of the thing. Practice container lifecycle management, including creating, starting, stopping, and removing the containers to gain proficiency with Docker client operation itself. So these are the best practices. You can read it as per you need, and this is the, like I can say, the flow itself over there itself, where we are talking about the client. When we are a client itself, trying to get interact with the server itself. Over there on the top of it, we are making a Docker host in which we have a host OS, we have a Docker daemon, and over there itself we have multiple containers over there itself. Images I'm talking about, with the image we are running the container, and that it belongs to a Docker registry, whatever the registry we are utilizing over there itself. This is the source point. Now we're talking about the Docker daemon. So in case of Docker daemon, what exactly a Docker daemon is? It introduction we are just providing over here itself. And understanding the Docker daemon itself, like it looks like a single one. Responsibility of the Docker daemon itself, like the container lifecycle management is one of the thing, image handling is one of the thing, resource management is one of the thing, network and storage is one of the thing, security and isolation is one of the things. It's coming under that, like it will handle lot of things coming under that category when you're running that container. So these are the things which coming under that. Even a security point of view, we wanted that to be secure. We do not want that to be getting exposed to unwanted service itself, or unwanted service of the container we do not want to get it exposed, or no one can get it compromised very easily. So that type of security isolation we have to get it developed. And API endpoint is also one other thing. So interactions with the Docker daemon is also one other thing. Managing the Docker daemon is one of the thing. How to get it manage that. And this is the final diagram itself. There are 3 diagrams. I've just explained it over here itself, and this is the final diagram. We'll be talking about the Docker client, then we are requesting that a host, which is a Docker daemon itself. Now it's get it connected with a Docker hub, that is a registry itself. We try to pull the image, deploy it over here itself, which become an image to be get it running a container itself, and as per the client requirement itself, we can fulfill over here itself as a Docker daemon. So this is the whole architecture of it. Okay. So I hope you are able to understand. This is a bit fast video. I'll try to cover a lot of things. I hope you are able to understand. Just read that document. You can download it from the GitHub, and even from my I'll just paste it this on my blog also. You can get it from the blog also. So if you want to read whole content and you can see my video itself, even if still you are not able to understand, let me know, but I'll try to make the content once again for you with reading the whole content. But I don't think so, like, this is a easy content, you can able to grasp it very easily. Okay, so thank you so much once again, and most probably after this, one more video which I'll make it for you, and that will be a longer video. So that was a final video for the Docker and container security. So hope you like the whole series itself. Thank you so much once again. Take care. Bye bye.